for working later. This is the one I want to. All right, let's get this advertising done. For those of you who come in, please forgive me if I don't immediately notice you. Fembot forgot to renew her SSL certificate. So, there is no Fembot today. On the other hand, there may not ever be a Fembot again, depending on if the people who created her still maintain her. Because that's how it works. You pay for the certificate. It's a pittance, but you pay for it, and it's valid for a year, 2 years, or 5 years, if I remember the certificate time frame. And it's taken care of for you. There's one minor problem, though. If you're no longer paying for it. Hey, Twisted Tea! Welcome aboard! Normally I have a Fembot reading the chat to me to keep me honest and talking with you guys. I was just saying that the Fembot that I use, they didn't pay for their SSL, so I don't know if they've abandoned it or if it's just something that they forgot about, but it's not working today. Before we actually start the new game, let me make sure that my monitor is all the way to current. Yes, I know creations are currently loaded. Odd, welcome aboard, brother. Depending on what the skyline looks like, that text up top just basically disappears into it, doesn't it? Zaran, welcome aboard. Ooh, I'm gonna have to turn that music off pretty quick. Alright, we're gonna choose Nar Shaddaa. Bounty Hunter. And confirm. All right, now then. There we go. See, you can become just about any race. In my case, I knew I was wanting to be a Twi'lek. And I'd rather go into the in between muscular and thin range. That's too much. I'll go with the gentler walk. Oh, go back to what I had. Thank you. Alright, and we are going with the Bounty Hunter build. It's a mod set. So it's not really another game, but it is. And Friday is my Star Wars day, and they have the author of this has worked with a bunch of other mod authors to come up with a galaxy-spanning rewrite of Starfield. And this is set in the time frame of the Galactic Civil War, the post-Clone Wars, pre-New Republic. I don't know how the shipbuilding is going to work. I really don't. This is 100% me just discovering as I go. I was thinking I'm going to do bounty hunter because that's what I was choosing, but I could also go smuggler, but that gives me persuasion and blaster pistol along with piloting. I don't know that persuasion is something that I really need. And I think I'm going to go back and make myself just a little bit greener. Bounty Hunter gives me boost pack training. It's one of the few that gives boost pack training. I think Soldier gives you boost pack, yeah? So you get piloting and boost pack training. I think that's what I'm going to go with. But I definitely think I want to alter that into more of that green. And now we will be transported to Nar Shaddaa. Now, I have a set of settings that I have to change in order to prevent crashing, and then I have to recycle the yeah, see it says to save and restart the game. So I am going to go ahead and restart the game. And then I have to change some settings to prevent crashing, because once you start running around, it's going to put a strain on the good old Bethesda engine. Come along now. Do your thing. I should have quit straight to desktop. There we go. But it is such a large mod kit. The complete mod kit is, well, the game is 145 active files, and then there's 315 active mods to make the Star Wars Genesis. It's absolutely a complete rework. And if I'm not mistaken, the main story from Starfield is still in the game, although I have no idea how we get into it because I'm flying in blind. Last night I did the install. I made sure that I could move around the Nar Shaddaa promenade a little bit, and then I logged out. And then I immediately went over to the Discord and thanked the author for all his hard work. And told him I didn't know that the Twi'lek with the head tentacles were hair. So I had to ask him that, and he was like, "Yeah, that's hair. It's the only way I could do it. It's silly, but that's how it works." And he was like, "Okay, no problem." I shouldn't have switched that to Ultra. All right. VSync is off, upscaling off. Where's film grain? Not in this menu, okay. Oh, there it is. I've already got it set to 0. Okay, controls. They are the way that I prefer them. Those are normal. Music, 0. Good. Alright. Leave everything there at normal. I'm probably going to regret that. I should probably turn their damage down. I'm going to turn up the vendor credits because they never have enough. I'm going to leave everything else at normal. I'm going to lose some experience for that. I could... turn sleep healing to... I'll balance my credit loss, my experience loss by making my sleep healing location limited. Reese! HK, welcome aboard! Sorry I'm not seeing everybody as they come in. Fembot is not working today. So, let me save. I'm going to save right over this. So, yeah, apparently Fembot forgot to renew their certificate, and oh, look at that.
Security's got its eyes on Saburo Okadigbo.
BL11s.
This guy's trouble for the status quo. You know what I mean?
I'm like a kid in a candy store. Somebody just landed. I have music volume turned all the way down and I'm still getting music. That's going to be an issue. Especially because of how much Disney screws with people over music. Oh. Look at the scenes. Is that wrong? Yeah, I could understand that, all right. Fembot unionized and they decided not to pay for their certificate until they get better pay.
Anything I can help you with?
Yeah,
Need some work done? Okay, no problem.
let's see. Your purchase will unlock access to your own vehicle hangar and automatically equip your ship with a Rev 8. Purchase for 25,000 credits. Yeah. I have no money, so.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Alright, so that ship looks normal for Starfield. As does that. As does that. Yeah, all the ships he's got looks like pretty standard Starfield ships.
Okay, no problem.
And it looks like the ship that just landed is mine. So I have my own ship. That's good to know. I've got my own ship. And that's what I look like, by the way.
about?
Cut the act. Scanners picked up the spice you're carrying the second you stepped through.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run, and we open fire.
They did try going after them for this mod, and everything about the mod is free, so they're not infringing the copyright, as in they're not selling anything.
Honest mistake, right?
And as far as
We don't make the rules. That's Administrator Bayu's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Move it! Let's go!
the
Got a call someone's power kept going out. You know what it was? A heat leech as long as my leg. Yuck.
You didn't hear this from me.
the content creation, they're not using any of the pre-existing Disney scripted material.
As Shadow Collective attacks continue to rise, so too does the pressure on the ISB to protect Imperial space. It seems that these notorious bloodthirsty pirates
You're
have been
wondering
able to
what that smell is.
Hello, my friend. So glad you stopped by today.
Were you going to talk to me now that I've gotten here?
Here to purchase some mining goods? It's a wonderful day, my friend.
I guess I don't have to talk to you. Even though you've got a dot over your head and I was told to talk to you. Alright, what do I gotta do? Yeah. Go talk to this guy. And all he wants to do is say hello.
Don't forget, we sell all types of raw materials as well.
Sometimes I wonder if something doesn't work because of other reasons.
Never run into the other.
Yeah, it's scripted, but maybe
So you're telling me I have to take my entire load of alcohol back to New Atlantis?
That's right. Every damn crate.
All right, let's cut the crap. This is because I refused to pay Bayu's ridiculous tariff on my goods, right?
I don't make the rules, lady. Just take your junk, load it back on your ship, and get the hell out of here.
If I don't deliver these goods, I'm going to lose thousands on this job.
Not my problem. Better get moving.
I don't know why I bothered trying to reason with that guard. Mind leaving me alone? I have a ton of logistics to plan.
fine.
I suggest you refrain from interfering with Nar Shaddaa security matters.
No. Hey, wait. You were there? When those security assholes nabbed me. Please, have a heart. You need to help me. Am I guilty? No. I mean, yes, yeah, I'm hypothetically involved in Aurora smuggling. But who isn't, right? What's going on here is about more than some bullshit charges.
Hypothetically.
Thank you. Oh, God. I gotta admit, I'm freaking out here. I've lost my job. I've lost my creds, and if I don't square things with Yannick Legrande, I'll lose everything else. Everything. Yannick is expecting a package. A really not so legal package. If you deliver it to him, he'll know I'm loyal. Don't worry, Yannick's loaded. He'll take care of you. Oh, man. You must still got space dust between your ears. Yannick Legrande's got the best booze and refreshments outside of the Astral Lounge. And unlike Astral, it's priced for real people, not just corporate heels. And he's the maker of blends, so he's the man. In a kind of punch-your-face sort of way. You are a regular lifesaver. You're solid. My crate's on Block 02 in Ebside. My authentication code is Alpha 3 Kilo 4. Just tell the manager and she'll key you in. The package is there, everything accounted for. Just take that to Yannick and hopefully this damn nightmare will be over.
Agree to a drug deal in the jail. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Hey, Tony, I saw you over there in Twitch. Welcome aboard. Hey, Zero. Alhoon.
Sleep crates for rent. It's tight, but it's home. I have some sleep crate units available for rent, but someone like you, trust me, you can do better. You have the proper authorization code, and I'll let you into any place you like. I might even throw in a thank you. You look like the type that might appreciate it. I got it. And authentication is all green. Look for C153. Before you go, I'm going out on a limb here and assuming your account's more flush than my usual clientele. I've got some evicted crates set up to go to the dump. Might be full of weak old Kazambas, or it could have the original Miguel Rafael Bailamos. Only one way to find out. You're welcome? That's what you say back, right?
That is indeed what you say back. Alright, what's my mission saying? Just speak to Yannick, okay. I don't want to go the wrong way, and I saw that Pip change direction.
jumping in from where?
Paradiso. Yeah. All this time we thought he was just being some miserable hermit on Aquila.
Time to get spicy. If you're here for Urkal, I just had a new batch come in last night.
No wonder you stuck it out.
Then you gotta be new in Nar Shaddaa, because it's only the most popular drink on the planet.
Is it?
Try one. I guarantee that once you taste it, you'll be hooked.
Nah, must have spice in it.
No mystery, the name says it all. Look, I don't have time for chit-chat. I've got a lot of business to take care of, so if you don't mind hurrying this along, that'd be great. As soon as word gets out Urkal is back in stock, it's gonna be a stampede.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, right. You're with Nesher. I see the family resemblance. You're practically twins. I know he got pinched. So if you are some undercover Nar Shaddaa security goon here to shake me down, beat it. Yannick's no one's mark. Oh, really? Huh. Fascinating. So Nesher came through. Might be he's less crappy than I gave him credit. Who am I kidding? He's a bottom feeder. But when all the good fish get gobbled up by corporations, sickly minnows are all that's left. Take the creds. I am known far and wide for my generosity. Ask anyone. Yes, he is loyal. Loyalty will be rewarded.
Good.
You look like talent. Serious talent. And no one knows you. Yes. You're looking at the one and only maker of Yannick's Urkal. It's potent, it's good, and has a jackhammer of a kick. The kick is the problem. But you may be a solution. I'm thinking a new, cleaner, smarter operation. With you working for me. It is Yannick's claim to fame. Yes, the Astral Lounge has spice, but the lounge is for the fat cats with the fancy robes. Urkal is meant for the crate rats, and factory workers for the unwashed. It is regular Urkal with a twist. The twist is spice, okay? Everyone suspects, and they are right. Ah, and smart. I like you. Blend needs Aurora, yes? And Aurora is totally illegal outside of the Astral Lounge. And really, really illegal off-world. If the rebel officers catch you with spice on a ship, ooh boy, that's a long time in the clink. And if the great Benjamin Bayu finds out you're selling it on the streets, even bigger trouble. But so far...
Oh, they made Bayu a hut.
And together, we can keep making loads of credits and making a fool of the great hut Bayu at the same time. Yet Yannick does cross him, and he is none the wiser. Ah! Nesher's worthless to me now. Loyal, yes, but he'll be watched from now on. Useless. And my other employee, Felix Sadler, makes Nesher look like a genius. I think it is time Felix Sadler takes a vacation. Permanent. Off-world. Or maybe he tragically falls off the upper platforms, I don't care which. But you deal with it. And you become very valuable to Yannick.
Fembot's SSL certificate isn't current 0.
Felix is a mess. Samples too much of his own wares, understand? He's been getting worse, and a danger to the whole operation. Best if he just goes away. It is called delegation. You make the right call, yes? Felix sacks up in some dingy warehouse in Ebside. You will find him there.
How much money do I have? Alright, started me with 3,000 creds. That's my rifle. I don't have much for definitely don't want to miss a lot of shots when I have to shoot, because I don't have much ammo. Because I'm playing Star Wars, Zero.
Out of here! Now! Watch my back!
Oh, by the way, it's a real deadly game. I'm better off shooting first. Alright. I forget which key crouches. B crouches.
Hey, is someone sneaking around? Not even trying.
Yeah, it's Starfield, but it's also Star Wars.
I know I saw someone.
Straight to the Hoot Dangler. Oh, that must have been where he was hitting me from earlier. What a good shooting position that was.
You were awesome! Did you see yourself? Those Hut Cartel freaks had no chance.
Yannick came through! That asshole rescued his boy! Tell him I won't forget, we are tight. What? Yannick's firing me? That's what this is? Off-world? Just pack up and go? No, that can't be right. I mean, Yannick screwed without me. We had big plans. Big!
Tell you what, screw Yannick. I hope the cartel string him up and execute the bastard.
And screw you too. Yeah. Oh, I feel so honored to know you and how you're saving me from my own damn life. Whoa, what? You want to kill me? No!
He just didn't know enough to get out of his own damn way. Some people are just born stupid. Now then. Looks like I've got some better weapons to choose from. I have more ammo for this. Ooh, look at this. I have a lot more ammo for this. This does 222. This does 330. This does 403. This is the highest damage I've got so far. By far the most damage. Alright, question is, why does it look like a grenade launcher? It doesn't shoot like one, though. Oh, that's great, Zero. Definitely have your stuff evaluated.
What's up?
Time to get blended? You deal with Felix yet? I'm sure it was a great pleasure. Shit! No, I do not. But I will find out. Not happily. Not many options. He does not hold up a candle to you. You get results. Like me. Well, hopefully not too much like me, right? So, now, new business plan. Where I am the boss and you are my capable and well-rewarded underling, yes? Yannick's Earth
Fill my
is
pocket
running
with
low.
credits.
Soon there will be angry customer, and that's bad for business. What we need is spice, and there's only one place to get that. Xenofresh Fisheries. Neshar worked there and had a secret contact. Even secret from me. His girlfriend, who supplied the spice. Maybe. No longer important. So, it is time for you to become a productive member of society and get a job at Xenofresh. And here are some superb and very legitimate credentials. And your new name is Riley Chernyshevsky. Ah, nice to meet you, Riley. Urkel needs spice, yes? And spice is totally illegal outside of the Astral Lounge. And really, really illegal off-world.
Yeah, you've said that.
Amp is steroid. Very strong, very powerful. Legal, for the moment. Neshar said one of the interview questions is about this.
Yeah, that's true, Zero. But with any luck, repairing some things will make other problems go away. Because some things may be cascade problems.
Of course they will. Only the best for my junior, very junior partner. Actually associate. More like an associate, yes, that's better. Use the research station over there and analyze these. I'm sure you'll figure it out from there. So you need to put on your best suit, Riley, and make a good impression. Neshar's contact should be looking for someone like you, so find them. Then we line up more spice and profits will flow. for a call. Can't blame you. Best drink in the galaxy.
No, not today. Just picking up some ears.
Oh. Well, suit yourself. Your loss.
I gotta tell you, man.
Why is this
Legrande
blocked?
is the best. Come on. Your secret's safe with me. What are the secret ingredients, huh?
Glad you like it, but there's no way I'm telling you how
It's
it's made.
blocked because I don't have chemistry rank 1.
If I go around telling.
Oh, come on. It's not that big of a deal, right? Just tell me.
Don't push your luck. The ingredients will stay a goddamn secret. Now leave me alone.
Hey, you said something about putting on my best suit. Do I need to put on? Apply for a job at Xenofresh. Now I look much more personable.
Welcome to Xenofresh Fisheries, the pride of Neon. Welcome to Xenofresh Fisheries, the pride of Neon. You've come to the right place. Xenofresh is always on the lookout for new faces to add to our family. The application kiosk is over there, but feel free to ask me any questions. Xenofresh is the best place to work in Neon, hands down.
It's the best place.
The pay is good, the hours are respectable, and the company's profits are skyrocketing. We're fortunate that Administrator Bayu
Yeah, that's the
has
SSL
time
certificate
and
that's
brilliance to
expired,
see our
Zero.
company excel.
Yeah, until they renew the certificate, it's not going to work.
Job candidates with background in chemistry are highly sought after here. I highly advise you to look at the application kiosk. Oh, try not to disturb Miss Grath. She's a busy woman.
Not sure if those Sith zealots live in space, or got separated from their home planet or what. But they scavenge what they need. Lots of old facilities left over from the Clone Wars, and they like to pick them clean.
They just let me wander
I've
around.
got a deadline coming up.
I think that's hilarious. They'll just let me wander around.
If you want to talk, you'll have to schedule an appointment.
What if I don't want to talk?
Can't you say I'm busy?
You look like you're just sitting there, to be honest with you. I got lost. My greatest strength is the lack of any weaknesses. Muffin, welcome aboard. Mr. Genji, welcome aboard. This is Star Wars Genesis, a total conversion of Starfield. I really want to choose my greatest strength is a lack of any weaknesses.
Riley... Oh god, is that Cherny-Sheetsky? Cherry? I'm so sorry. Miss Gurov would like to interview for the position. She's in the underbelly on the factory floor. She'll be expecting you. I have no response to that. Have a nice day.
I have no response to that. I love that answer. She's like, I can't answer that. Yes, we need you desperately. This place has to smell wonderful. It feels like they forgot the water. Like there should be water in that hole, and there wasn't.
I'm not the one who promised a 30% increase this cost of living. In fact, you can find my goddamn recommendation on file, which you ignored. Mr. May was expecting the event to go off smoothly. He personally expects it. I can't make something out of nothing. Everything is falling apart down here. I need my new budget approved immediately. Hello? Hello? Aya!
You're the new applicant, right? Riley? You got yourself a degree. That's not what's important here. You know remedial chemistry and seem to be living and breathing. You're goddamn hired. By all means, go ahead and talk me out of it. Ah. The pay is better than anything you'll get on the streets. If you can last. Take this and put it on. Time to get to work.
Yep.
Follow me, and you get to show me just how amazing you are at learning new skills. Right. Wear the damn clean suit every minute you're on the job. It's for your safety.
I can't have any more of you dropping dead because you can't follow simple directions. Clear? So, here is the facility.
Don't go anywhere. You work the assembly line, you make what's asked, and you get paid and go back to whatever crate hole you come from. Don't ask questions, do only what's asked. Remember, you are just one tiny cog in the Xenofresh machine.
Don't fraternize, except on a break. Here we go. The assembly line.
She wants to get to where she's supposed to be.
Job simple. The hopper will spit out ingredients. The computer tells you what to make, you take the ingredients from the hopper. We know to the milligram what's needed. So take what's required. No more, no less. Then it comes out of your pay. And only what you need. The other thing is speed. We got a quota. As soon as the screen spits out a compound, the timer starts. So use the station to craft the compound, then put it in the other hopper. You beat the time and you maybe make Employee of the Month, get a bonus, maybe get promoted one day so you can have your own little crate rats. You take too long, don't take too long. Questions? If your fingers are as fast as you run your mouth, you'll do fine. We understand each other, right? You get one run-through with training wheels, no time limit to learn the system. After that, the clock is ticking. Finish your shift, do well, and maybe you come back. You could go to the break room before you leave. Training program commencing. Create one batch. No time limit.
I'd rather be cleaning fish than running with a street gang.
Where do we get to the part where I get enough materials to steal?
What I wouldn't give for just one solid week of sunshine. Valentina needs to cut us a break. She's a real pain in the butt. Guess what I'm not having for dinner? If you said seafood, you win a prize.
New faces are always coming through here.
Can this wait? I need to wash the fish smell out of these clothes. Yuck.
Ripe jelly fruit. Okay, so once again,
I never thought I'd be getting paid to work in a drug lab.
I'm convinced that the reason I can't talk to him is because he's sitting down. And he's programmed to be sitting down.
I can't believe another worker got hurt on the Kazambas line.
So all I get is inane comments while he's sitting. There! He's up.
You didn't hear it from me. But Supervisor Gurov's got her own Aurora deals going on. I'm no user, but I swear working near Aurora makes me hallucinate.
Welcome to the line. Hope you like your every move being recorded and digitized for Silicon posterity. Yeah, We gotta stick together. Speaking of security... Oh no, an outage? Fortunately for us, the damn things are broken like 98% of the time. You happen to know Nesher? Poor guy got picked up by security. Bingo. The fact I'm still free means Nesher didn't rat me out to security. I knew whoever he was working for would send a replacement. Are we back in business? Shit. I wish Nesher had told me that. I'm in too deep to back out. I'll give you the cords to the merchandise. It's up to you to get it and do whatever you do. If you need more, you know, work a shift and meet me here in the break room. And I'll give you the new drop cords. Pleasure doing business with you.
Those damn chasm bass scales get everywhere. I even found one. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't want to know where you found one. I think she was about to tell me she found a we knew that you were about to say something that I didn't want to hear. Let's get ourselves topside. Sell some of the loot we've picked up.
Too bad I can't squeeze any Aurora.
Like, I don't need any of the Hut Thug stuff that I've picked up. Where is the, It's over here. There they are, the Trade Authority.
Biotech Industries is looking for the young, bright minds. Someone or something.
I
kind of
If it's too hot to handle, we can take it off your hands. Yeah? Buying, selling, or moving? You got the money, or the goods.
Alright, Showdown. Ion Disruptor. I don't know if I need to sell any of these. That sniper rifle actually looks like it's good for reaching out and touching someone. These Hut Enforcer suits, though. That would be good to So. I might want that for a disguise, so I'll keep one of them. I do have some materials, I might need that.
Alright, buzz off. Busy.
And I'm going to save real quick. And I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. I am back. Sorry, Zero. The blurring on the side of the screen happens when your oxygen meter depletes. So most likely I was either over encumbered or I was affected by something in the environment. VG, welcome aboard.
ranged weapon, huh?
Back away. No one... Wait, the boss is expecting you. Go in.
And now all the interested parties have convened. Yannick. Did you think you could use spice in my city without me knowing? Another bloodbath in Ebside isn't good for the tourists. Still, sometimes blood's gotta flow. And you must be what passes for the brain in this operation. What's the percentage in letting either of you leave here alive? Oh ho. Your friend even thinks maybe I should do Nar Shaddaa a favor. Why shouldn't I?
Urkal is part of the Nar Shaddaa charm. It's iconic. Not to mention that Urkal's mix of special ingredients can only be found here.
Go on.
We use just a smidgen of spice to make Urkal, and Urkal is priced for everyone. Hey. Please tell him.
Yes, tell me. So, you've got an emerging market cornered. Yannick, I'd almost think you're a businessman.
Almost.
Yannick has just started. The credits are rolling.
Wait, did you just call yourself Yannick? For real?
I don't think there's room in there for that.
Muzzle it. Here's the deal. You get to keep smuggling spice out of the fishery. You make your blend and sell whatever extra spice you want on the streets. But I'm taking 20% of the profit for having to deal with your bullshit. We're done. Yannick, get busy making me my money.
Yeah, see? Told you.
You look like you could use a drink. Hell, we all could. Oh, Yannick's heart. Hey, still beating so very fast. Mr. Bayu is formidable, huh? Are you okay? I hope we're still simpatico. Yes? Oh, you are capable, is all. Maybe good company. Our profits go down, yes, but we don't have to worry about being caught anymore. So, business as usual, yes? You do a shift at Xenofresh and your contact tells you where to pick up spice. You go there, make an easy and very safe pickup, and deliver it to me. No time pressure, anytime you want. Take a break if you like. Do you want to ask him? But if I had to guess, he probably doesn't want to muddy his reputation with us. And if anything goes wrong, total deniability.
Yeah.
You are the best thing that ever happened to Yannick. Well, maybe my first one. Who am I kidding? It's you. Time for work then. It was Riley, yes? Yes, Riley.
You better thank your lucky stars Bayu spared you.
Down to the bottom of the world. Alright, where's the elevator? There it is. It's time to make the donuts.
If I have to eat one more tube of trawl for lunch, I'm gonna... Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Assembly complete. Scrap, one batch. 1 minute starting now.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Assembly complete. Scrap, one batch. 1 minute starting now. Assembly complete. Shift complete.
Always nice seeing new faces. Hey, Riley. Oh no, new coordinates. I am so clumsy. I'm up for doing this again. Bye.
New coordinates. Please tell me that they're not off planet.
Hello.
Can you charge these for me?
Currently, my role as Chief Battery Charger has been restored. The last thing I expected was to come around the corner and find somebody shooting at me. But I know better now.
These streets are
You definitely do not want to screw with me now. I see, running while encumbered will drain your oxygen, so if I move too quickly, my O2 goes down and my CO2 starts going up. What did I pick up from those guys? I definitely picked up some new weapons. So I picked up this combustion, which does a lot of damage for a pistol. I picked up this modified DL-18. It's a shotgun. I'm gonna need to sell some of this stuff though, because I am over encumbered. Looks like I've got some more hut enforcer outfits. Okay, if this works just like regular Starfield, I can clean the stolen tags off of this at the exchange. Alright, data spike. Don't know. This looks like a nothing object, so.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayu Plaza before the Pikes get you. A gang. Worst gang there is. They'll stab you for kicks, taking bets on how long you squeal before you bleed out. And that's not a hyper whatchamacallit. They seriously did that. Poor Ted. We gotta look out for each other, right? Us crate rats used to think the Crimson Dawn were awful, with all the muggings and the shakedowns, but now they're down on the ropes. Kinda wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Sauvage's. Streets are getting bad. Real bad. I mean, yeah, they'll rob you blind, but at least they let you live. They're bad news, but compared to Pikes, positive angels. Well, you find them at Madame Sauvage's. They're always holding auditions, as they call it. Looking for new blood. So, being so helpful, chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life. What with the Pikes and all, have a heart. Hey, thanks. Look, I mean it. Go back to the plaza. Ain't nothing but shit and misery over here.
I was actually trying to go to the plaza when you stopped me, so... I don't mind giving you 1,000 credits though, buddy.
Need something? This better not be a waste of my time. Always happy to take your money.
I'm actually selling. Alright. Combustion doesn't do a lot of damage. I don't have a lot of ammo for it. So that goes. And as cool looking a pistol as this is, and it started out as mine, it really doesn't do a lot of damage. And I have stronger pistols. I mean, look at this one. Or everybody's favorite. So let's dump the DL-18s. Now the showdown Showdown does nice damage. That might be my new favorite pistol. But the DL-44, that's a bit of nostalgia there. I'm going to hold that as long as I can. And we all know who carried this one. The Ion Disruptor, I'm holding on to it because in Star Wars, this is an excellent anti-droid weapon, but in Starfield, the equivalent weapon stuns human targets. So I don't know. Now, this does 248. This does 222. Range 120, mag 30. Range 100, mag 20. realize that this actually has longer range and a bigger magazine. This looks like a sniper rifle. 92.3% accuracy, 74% accuracy. That's where it's, and it's 6.4 mass, 3.7 mass. So that's something we need to concern ourselves with too, because how heavy this stuff is really going to matter. I don't need the shotgun. I don't need the modified RG-40 or 4D. It does fire armor-piercing rounds, but I don't believe I need it. I honestly believe I'm carrying this for no reason. So I'm going to dump the Hut Enforcer spacesuits. Spacesuits get heavy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell, then I'm going to go to buy back and get my snake oil back. Yep, it still removes the tag. Now, I'm still carrying a lot of weight. I'm guessing it's something I'm carrying I really don't need. For now, I'm dumping all those resources because I don't need them. Back to weapons. I'm at half my possible carry weight, so I'm going to keep the weapons I'm carrying right now.
Done here? Time to move on.
It was a Mauser C96.
Demanding we look into her husband's murder.
Just another lousy day in Nar Shaddaa, am I right?
Broad.
Wonderful. Super A+, partner. We keep up like this and we will both be living very large. Yannick could always use more. Our clients are so eager, huh?
I gotta tell you, Blandy's the best. Come on.
I know your
Your
type.
secret's safe
The
with me.
freewheel and
What are the
space
secret
base.
ingredients, huh?
Must be nice.
I want to see how to make spice.
If I go around telling.
Oh, come on. It's not that big of a deal, right? Just tell me.
Don't push your luck. Ingredients will stay a goddamn secret. Now leave me alone.
It doesn't say how to make spice.
Here for some Urkel? Can't blame you. Best drink in the galaxy.
No, not today. Just picking up some beers.
Oh. Well, suit yourself.
Of course, I don't have any materials, so.
Hi.
Yes?
Hello.
So now I just picked up a... Alright, that's the audition. But I just... This one is still waiting. Oh, I can get changed. This guy's still waiting. I just have to wait till he gets off his damn chair to talk to him.
See? I told you. Look at this place. Ridiculous,
It's a wonderful
right?
day, my friend.
Why would someone open a mining supplies business?
Welcome. Welcome, my friend.
Oh,
It's
he's
been
gonna
a
talk
long
to me
time
anyway.
Since I've seen a new face.
I give it a few more months before this loser packs it in.
The first time I laid eyes on this building, I felt the same way. You see, when I opened this shop, I had grand ambitions of creating a mining supply empire on Volai. Yet here I am, only a few years later, pockets empty, and my business on the verge of closure. It is a sad day.
Yes, the weapons master in Star Wars was definitely awesome.
I don't know, my friend. I suppose I would be at Neon's mercy. Just another failed dreamer, walking the streets and living in a sneak crate. That would be a blessing, my friend, but I wouldn't want to impose. Listen to me, my friend. I hear what the people say on the street. They call me crazy for opening a mining business on an ocean world. I was aiming so much higher, hoping to attract these space travelers, passing through the Volai system on their prospecting journeys. It was stupid to assume I could corner the market on mining supplies and raw materials without a solid foundation. And by God, I've paid the price. You would do that for a total stranger? Bless you, my friend. Bless you. I've come up with an idea that I'm hoping will generate a lot of interest in my business. And you were the final element that was missing. If you could bring these
Hey, anybody
buyers to
calls
some
me the
of
final
other
element,
vendors in Leon, it would explain how we can improve our businesses as a group. Many in Leon keep to their own, and I believe this is why we failed. James Newer and his Merchant Alliance friends are on the right track, but all they do is spend their time complaining, never solving. We must unify, band together, and help each other out.
Then, when one of us falls, the others can reach down and help him rise from the dust. In the meantime, we will refer people to each other's shops. Perhaps even promote sales together. It would benefit us all. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. You have no idea the weight you have lifted from my shoulders. I appreciate your help. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please, let me know. I hope handing out those flyers isn't too much trouble.
I'm interested in some of your mining gear, but I'm gonna need a discount.
I'm sorry, my friend, but prices are set in stone. I'm afraid I cannot provide any discounts.
Oh, come on, man. Where am I supposed to go mining on Volii Alpha?
Why do you want the gear then? No markers, huh?
If you have a moment, say hello to my wife, Rosa.
You're alone, dude. Oh, there she is. She blended in really well.
I had to chase more zone heads out of here today.
Welcome to Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything. Oh my, do I? That's awful. I should be taking better care of my customers. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade.
Why are you calling him old? He looks like he's about 30.
He's angry at for paying off Neon security. It's a little group James formed, with some of the other vendors on Neon. I'd call it more of a support group, because all they do is sit around and complain about how hard it is to run a business here. For protection, I assume. They apparently target certain businesses with some type of safety assurance fee scheme. We've been spared that indignity so far, but it's absolutely disgraceful this kind of thing is happening. He runs Sieghart's Outfitters. It's right outside the spaceport terminal. I suppose you could say he's our only real competition. If you ask me, he isn't such a terrible person. Please don't tell James I said that. I'm not taking anyone's side. I just want all this infighting among Neon store owners to end. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him.
So, what, are you having dinner at Sieghart's or something?
I have no idea. Anytime the subject comes up, it turns into an argument. Frankly, he's so obsessed with this Dietrich situation, I don't think he's listening to me at all. Oh no. I'd hate for you to get sucked into the whole silly affair. It would be so lovely to see my
I'm already helping the guy who thinks you can mine on a water world.
Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like. But perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do?
Sure, let me, well, here, let me see what you got. Let me see what you got first. The mechanic's attire, or the protocol droid body. Wow. That's some spiffy right there. And I bet you have protocol droid. That's some spiffiness there, huh? I like my Mando helmet, but if you think about it, you look at these things, and this helmet is 48-32-40, and if we look at mine, it's superior in every stat. So, but it was worth looking, right? Kuat Drive Yards cap, leather streetwear, Neon City corpwear. Now this is where you can start getting some value, because the corpwear gives you persuasion. Neuro Boost is that little thing above my eye. Neuro Tack. The Rebel Collective cap. Smuggler Veteran. That's, if I did not have those giant appendages, that would look kind of like a gunslinger's hat. Treats a dislocated limb. How much does she? 400. Ooh. Treats infections. I should definitely pick up one of these. Bandages, always good to have. Treats brain injury, concussion, heat stroke, hernia, hypothermia, lung damage, poisoning, and radiation poisoning. All for 55 credits. If you need resources, you can buy them for not bad money. Data spike. I'm wondering if that's replacing the Alright, let me look at my ammo. As a matter of fact, let me look at my weapons, see which ones I need the most. Okay. This uses the 6 kilovolt blaster cartridge. No! Give me that back. That's called a button slip. This uses the 1.5 kilovolt. So now, what does she have for 1.5s? She has 102 of them. Get myself a bunch of that. And this uses 2.5. She only has 21 of those. So let's clear her out on that. And she has no weapons.
Here, let me see that. Huh. Not a bad idea. You might be onto something here. Thanks for bringing this to me. Oh, he'll be so upset for me telling you this. But it's such a funny story. I can't resist. James and I used to work on the Chasm Bass line at Xenofresh. We didn't do any of the Aurora extraction, just dealt with the leftovers. I was a supervisor on the line, and when the alarm went up that it had been stopped, I investigated. I find James inside a storage vat, up to his shoulders in stinky fish guts and blind as a bat. The gut got in his eyes, you see. I had to walk him to the showers, strip his work clothes, and hose him down. When he saw me standing there, he turned bright red. After the shift ended, we went out for a Terra brew and talked. A year later, we were married. Better times.
Better times.
Thank you for stopping by. Now, James, I don't want you to get upset, but Administrator Bayu came by.
Oh, yeah? His Majesty decided to come down from his throne and walk amongst us peasants?
Ooh.
He said he wanted to personally thank us for our contributions to the city and hopes for our continued support.
Our contributions? Those taxes we pay are a sham, so he can line his ivory trade tower with another layer of gold. Makes me sick.
I really like that. I wonder if they'll get upset if I open that door. Nope. Get upset if I open that mannequin, though.
I've had enough, Rosa. Seagard's gone too far this time.
Oh, no, this again? James, you have to let it go.
Let it go? Why should I? Every time he pays NSEC, he enables them, Rosa. He's telling them it's okay to blackmail us. It's ridiculous.
It's the way things are.
Could some of you look the other way? I just want to look at the armor. Come on, look the other way.
Now, James, I don't want you to get upset, but Administrator Bayu came by.
Oh, yeah? His Majesty decided to come down from his throne and walk amongst us peasants? What did he want?
He said he wanted to personally thank us for our contributions to the city and hopes for our continued support. I'm sorry.
Our contributions?
I just want to see it say hidden.
Pay are a sham, so he can line his ivory trade tower with another layer of gold. Makes me sick. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they even knew what planet they were on.
They're just kids having fun, James.
Don't kid yourself, Rosa. Spice isn't fun. It's a poison, and it needs to be taken off the streets.
James, please. It's not just the Aurora. It's Administrator Bayu. As long as he's in charge, the city will just get worse and worse.
Oh, it almost said hidden. Come on, you two, just look away for a second, alright? I just want to see the armor. Can't you just let me see the armor? Just want to know if I'm going to steal it from you. Alright, fine. I'll look for another business to talk to. They take all the fun out of things, you know? Distribute flyers to merchants. I wonder if I can give Legrande a flyer.
Hey there.
I've got cases of Urquell ready to sell. How many you want?
Whatever. Just hand it over. I'll look at it on my own time.
Sure you don't want some extra Urquell for the road?
I'm not drinking that stuff. It's poison. Galbank definitely won't.
Hello, and welcome to Terra. Hi there. Welcome to Terra Brew. How can I help you?
You can't. What does this lead to? The Emporium.
So, why did you drag me in here?
You said you wanted to buy something nice for your girlfriend, so here we are.
Take it easy. You think I've suddenly inherited a fortune?
Are you sure you're in the right place? You certainly don't look like one of our usual clientele.
It's expensive. And then there's the Emporium. This place is in
I take it from your tone I've made an error in judgment. Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my establishment and create a disturbance. In fact, there is a particular Hut cartel member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by damaging my goods.
I'll come for the headphones.
They may not be fully charged.
That's fine. I just need it for tonight. I can charge them for tomorrow. Or tonight when I come home.
Remember to flip the thing closed.
Thank you, guys.
You mean kill him? Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know how. I've never been terribly good at that sort of thing. Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with? Oh? Well, maybe I'll give it some thought. Maybe. Please visit us again if you're in the market for luxury items.
That's 3. Stroud Eklund, that's a shipbuilder. That's not a regular merchant.
You wanna head to Euphorica after work tonight?
Nah, I'm feeling a little burnt out. I think I need a break.
How about hitting up the rooftops? What you like?
That actually sounds like a good idea.
Great. I'll bring the blend, you bring the chunks.
Where's Seacart?
It's a date.
Oh, this makes it difficult. Let's see what he's got in aid. His prices aren't that good. How about he has no ammo. He does have weapons though. He's got a cutter. I don't own a cutter, but 475, should I get a cutter? What's it? It's got a mass of 4. I mean, theoretically, I should find a cutter out in the world if I need one. That's the Mando helmet that I'm currently wearing. Everybody should recognize that one. That's a spacesuit. Well, I find it cool that these are spacesuits. Oh, check it out. Look for anything that's in any way unique. I don't see it. I don't see Seacart though.
A quiet evening should do me some good.
Can't hand out a flyer if Seacart's not here, 'cause the droid won't take it.
Looking to blow a hole in something? If you're here to buy, take a look around the shop. Just keep your hands where I can see them. Oh, I don't know. Stuff things in your pocket and run. Rob me at gunpoint. Shoot me in the head. I've survived on Nar Shaddaa far too long to take any chances. My store, my rules. If you don't like it...
I like this
talk
guy
to
in
Stokes.
Starfield.
He runs our, complaints department. Hey, he can handle millions of calculations per second. A few complaints would be child's play for him. You know, I'm sick and tired of people coming in here and treating Styx like he's some kind of sideshow exhibit. I mean, look at that graffiti they sprayed onto his chassis. If I could find the asshole who did that, I'd make him pay for the paint removal. Feel like bringing the pain, huh?
No, I just feel like shutting you up for a second. Let's see what guns he's got. Okay, that one's obviously built on a Luger. Which I believe is the gun that, what's her name from Rogue One used? Jyn Erso. $152 damage, not very high. And I don't have a lot of that ammo. This one, on the other hand, I have no ammo for. It's a heavy son of a gun. This uses 3 kilovolt blaster cartridges. All right, this is that. I also have no ammo for this, but look at that. This is that rifle used in the Mandalorian TV show. 5,000 physical damage. I don't have the money for it. But look at it. Holdout blaster, DT-12. I have plenty of ammo for something like that. That's an interesting little weapon. Oh, pardon me. That looks cobbled together. It's actually a pretty good damage amount. A very light mass. Another one that's no ammo for it, but it's got a high ammo or a high rate of fire. It's probably a well, it's based on the M60 machine gun, so probably a machine gun. That's based on the MG34, so again probably a machine gun. Right there, the E11. Ooh. One of the most iconic guns in the game. You know, well, in the movies for sure, but in Star Wars, the original movie, they used 10-round training magazines with blanks in them so the actors could respond to the firing of the blaster correctly. And unless, well, nowadays you see the special editions, they've completely removed any evidence of the brass coming out. But in the old movies, you could see the brass coming out. Throwables, and everything's a mine. I don't need throwable mines.
I don't need any handouts. I'll pass. You do that? Huh. Okay. Maybe I misjudged you. Huh. I'm glad you see Styx as more than just a possession. The lowlife that did this to my buddy calls himself Warlord. You can probably find him somewhere near Euphorica. Scare the crap out of this punk, and it'll teach all the Abside lunatics that nobody messes with me and the Styx. The other day, Styx, I met a miner from Gazal.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Yeah.
Frank Reddick is the proprietor of Neon Tactical. My primary function is security and protection. I'm sorry. Your inquiry is invalid. Neon Tactical deals in weapons and armor for use in combat. For pay. End query.
Ryusen not going to do, so let's switch to this. Uta Guta Slimo. Alright. My daughter got me to charge that for her. Now I've got some cable mismanagement going on, so forgive me. Hey, get up, Bith. I didn't knock you down. Don't try that crap with me.
Can you believe Xenofresh charges us?
I'm hoping that that little discovery of a new place tune is just enough not to get me nailed by Disney.
Okay, let's settle this once and for all. Velocity or Chimera?
Stay that way.
You
That
kidding?
old
Chimera
Cyclops knows
all
what's
day.
good.
Why do you think
I'm an artist. If you want,
Chimera's
I can turn
nice,
your
but
ribcage
Velocity, that will get you.
you like art?
See, you just proved my point.
Down your third velocity, and you're out cold. By the third chimera...
You should see the tag job on the robot at Neon Tactical. It's my best work.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Where the hell did Micah learn to mix a drink like that anyway?
Well, let's face it, some people are just...
That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew. I thought it was pretty clever. If I trashed it, it'd sting for a bit, but he'd get over it. So I took a can of spray paint and put my tag on it. Now, every time that Cyclops opens up that eye, he's gonna see my art on his buddy. Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line. And what makes you think I will? So? He won't be able to fire a single shot when I slice off his fingers and feed him to the chasm pass. Yeah, it's hard to predict crazy. Never know what he might do. This isn't getting us anywhere. So I suggest you tell that one-eyed freak to go crush somewhere else. Fine by me, punk. Let's paint the walls with your blood.
Love the vibe.
Someone needs to do something.
Oh, there's way too more people in there than I anticipated.
Okay, let's settle this once and for all. Velocity or Chimera?
Stay that way.
Chimera all day.
And I can't shoot him first.
Oh, Chimera's nice.
That side is ours. Strikers are a bunch of babies. Afraid of a little
See, you just
blood.
proved my point.
You like art?
Velocity, you're out cold.
Too bad. There's some damn good art over at Neon Tactical. But ain't for casuals.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Where the hell did Micah learn to mix a drink like that anyway?
Only when I have a knife in my hand. The rest of the time, I just paint. Are you in a gang? You sound like a middle-aged bank teller. Yeah, I'm in a gang. The Disciples. Maybe you've heard of them. That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy. He's lucky that's all. The freak didn't tell you? I figured he'd be gloating about it. Man's got nothing else. We tried to rob his store and reload our crew. That's when his little toy unloaded on us. Lost some good disciples in that group. If anything, that freak should be paying me. Yeah, I do. And what makes you think? True. Don't want to fight a war on two fronts. My crew is Get bent. I'm not paying him a cred. So I suggest you tell that one-eyed freak to go crush somewhere else. Fine by me, punk. Let's paint the walls with your blood.
Someone needs to do something.
Care for another chimera?
Sure. Thanks, Micah.
If you're in need of some extra relaxation today, perhaps I could interest you in a visit to the Members Lounge?
Wish I could, but I can't swing that right now.
Understandable.
Anybody else out there got a gun?
Please let me know if there's anything else you need.
You
Come in and let your cares melt away for a while.
Sorry about the mess. Ashes, you're wrong. Sorry I've been missing you. The fembot's not working today. Let's see if she's back up yet. Hey, the SSL certificate's back in line. 0, if you're still here, the SSL certificate's been renewed.
Zero Core said, "Hello, wrong, Ashes." 00 Core said, "Good to know." Gimuk said,
Yeah, I know this.
"Yo, Rob."
Gee! Welcome aboard! How's my favorite mucker?
Zero Core said, "Yo, Gimuk." Gimuk said, "How's you?"
I'm doing okay.
I'm going to tell him how I feel. I don't care that we're co-workers. Good for you.
I don't understand your query. Please
Gimuk
rephrase.
said, "I'm good."
Good work. I hope you made him squirm. Fine by me. That delinquent little punk deserves it. Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new paint job, a coat of wax, the works. He's gonna look brand new. Oh, and here, for your trouble. Styx, how's this month looking?
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query.
Not something I'm interested in. Warlord's one of the Pikes.
Spend 45
Nar Shaddaa's
said,
street gangs that claims
"Howdy."
it owns.
Spen, welcome aboard!
A few
How you
years
doing?
back, the gang tried to break in here and rob my place, but Styx put one of them down and sent another to Reliant on a stretcher. He and his buddies have been harassing me ever since, mostly by scaring away my customers and stealing my deliveries.
00 Core
Warlord still swears he'll
said,
get even with me.
"Ola
And he came
Sven."
pretty damn close when he somehow managed to disable
Wait,
Styx
did-
and sprayed him with
Did
paint.
Fembot just correctly say Ola?
Time before he gets past Styx, and I'm done for. It's no big secret. I lost it fighting on the rebel side during the Civil War. I was a ground pounder. Slogged it out in the trenches with the troops. And did pretty well, too. Until an EM weapon took out our transport. They pulled me out of the wreckage, but the damage was done. Honestly, I
Spend
consider myself
45
lucky.
said,
Most of the other
"Doing
soldiers
good
died in the
yourself."
crash.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm enjoying the
You
heck
got
out
the
of this
credits.
new mod.
I've got what you need.
He has a Wookiee bowcaster on the wall, but I did not see one in his inventory. Boy, look at the mass on that. 12. That sends some rounds downrange, huh? Rate of fire, 350. Magazine size, 300.
You know, Sticks, crime in this city gets worse by the day. Vandals, thieves, gangs.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
What don't you understand, Sticks? Crime happens because the people in charge let it happen.
I'm sorry. I did not understand.
He does not understand your query. Please restate.
Back off. That's an order, not a suggestion.
See if the trade authority will take one of these flyers.
You need to move some... Yeah? What? Not interested. If you, find anything else?
Part of the most advanced technology corporation in the galaxy.
The charts. Mech Horizon is a fictionalized account of the
Hey there. Got the shakes, huh? Don't worry. Doc Manning will fix you up.
Is that obvious?
What can Reliant Medical do for you?
My whole body feels like it's
Oh my goodness. Another poor soul.
All right. Tell me what happened to you. Is it a spice overdose? Something else, perhaps?
That's a very wise choice.
Since you're clearly a first-time visitor to Reliant Nar Shaddaa, I would love to offer you a free checkup, but I'm afraid I'm dangerously low on supplies.
I can assure you it isn't by choice. You see, I'm a bit at odds with the current administrator of Neon.
That shirt he's wearing under his doctor's jacket here is his lab coat.
We've argued about it on
I could see somebody wearing that
and all he's done is
now.
try to persuade me to quit. Thinning out my supply chain is his newest tactic. There is, actually, but it requires outside assistance.
At this point, I've resorted to asking anyone that has a ship registered outside the Nal Hutta system to bring me medical supplies. I'd pay them for the supplies, of course, but it's the only way I can sneak them past Bayu's people at the promenade.
Now, if there's anything else I can do for you, anything at all, you just let me know. I wouldn't mind a bit of extra traffic as long as the supplies allow for it. A few extra credits never hurt.
Alright. I'm still not at 5.
That would be amazingly helpful.
Odd Noble.
It's a relief to meet
Said
someone who gives a damn about
she.
anyone other than themselves for a change.
Oh. And I'll pay you directly for the supplies, of course. It's the only way I can sneak them past Bayu's people at the promenade.
There's nothing else to be done about it. These people need my help.
Avalanche
I
underscore
have a contact
multimedia.
over at the clinic in the
Said,
quad system.
Did
Abby
I hear
Edding.
Fembit?
She's one of the
Yes,
nicest
Tony.
She'll get you started.
I've been checking every now and then, and I finally got her working.
You have no idea how
Yeah.
helpful it'll be for the poor folk that live in Ebside.
Avalanche underscore multimedia. Said. Nice.
Spice stimulates the neural circuits in the brain, specifically targeting the neurotransmitter serotonin in the prefrontal cortex.
This causes significant sensory hallucinations, both auditory and visual. That's the enticement factor.
As you can imagine, this state is highly addictive, and the user gets stuck in a vicious cycle. They need more spice to satisfy their cravings.
Not much, I'm afraid, but at least the prices are reasonable.
He says they're reasonable. Bandages. Always take the bandages. His heal paste is actually reasonable. Junk Flush cures all addictions, and that's a reasonable price.
00 Core said, "Not sure if you saw it earlier, Rob, but when I get the loan to fix the SUV, I'm including the cost of an AMD RX 9070 XT to replace the card that died."
Good thinking, Zero. I didn't see that earlier. Alright, I've already got some snake oil, but that's not a terrible price for it. Now, 4% health per second for 10 seconds is only 40% of your health. For $5.25, that's expensive. And if you look at the trauma pack, it's more percentage per second, but only for 5 seconds, so you actually get less healing from the trauma pack. It's 35% overall as opposed to 40%.
Stay away from spice before you get hooked.
The trauma pack works faster, but heals less.
We have plenty of space available. Welcome to the Hotel Hutta. Are you here to rent a room? I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that our luxury accommodations are more than reasonably priced. That's the first thing that all of my guests say. My hotel is completely free from administrative influence, so you can rest assured that you'll be actually getting the best value for your credits. Indeed it does. And all it took was a dash of my own ingenuity to make it happen. But that's a story for another time.
No.
Can I book you?
Tell me now.
Oh, thanks. I'll definitely give this some thought. It couldn't hurt. Maybe after you've rented a room for a few nights, I might let you in on my secret. For now, it'll just have to remain a mystery. Sorry. I just need some time to see if I can trust you. I'm sure you understand. To tell you the truth,
00 Core
not really. That's one of
said,
the consequences with the
"I
arrangement
plan to
between
cover
Great
the
Hut
SUV,
Bayu and
GPU,
myself.
debt to my
You won't
mother,
hassle me,
debt to a
but there's
dentist,
nothing I can
all
do
at
about my
one time
guests
with the
being
loan,
hassled.
so I'm calculating
Last
all
tenant
of
I
it
had
to
was
determine
arrested
what
for spitting
size
on the
loan I will
street.
need."
As you can imagine,
Yeah,
business is
cover all your debt
exactly-
in one shot,
Luckily, I have more than
and
enough
that
capital
way
to
you're
cover my
paying all your
expenses.
debt off at once.
It still sucks.
It makes perfect sense, Zero.
I have one all set and ready to go. Are you planning on an extended stay or just one night?
Give me a week.
Fantastic. That'll give you plenty of time to enjoy Nar Shaddaa.
And it's an activity to visit my room. Oh, look at that. My room is right here. Holy cow. This is a hell of a room. It's currently almost 11 p.m. local time. So I will get 8 hours of sleep. And while I'm getting 8 hours of sleep, I'm going to stretch my legs. I encourage everybody to get a drink, get a snack. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes.
Avalanche_multimedia said, "Don't get in over your head, Zero, with everything going with world's markets. I mean this sincerely, don't bite more than you can chew." Avalanche_multimedia said, "But sounds like you have a plan."
I'm back. Funny that you said hola, because my granddaughter is taken to saying hola, and I just confused her in the hallway because she said hola to me, and I said alo, and she just looked at me like I had 12 heads.
00 Core said, "I do."
This is absolutely gorgeous.
00 Core said, "That's cute, Rob."
You know what? If I was setting up a room of my own, a suite of my own in a house, you know, like an office suite where I was going to be segregating myself, this is what I would want. A nice little bed area.
Welcome back. Let us continue with Star Wars Field, Geonosis.
I mean, look at this. You've got this beautiful bathroom. You've got this walk-in shower with the you know, the crotch washer 5000. Then you've got this wonderful office space over here.
Avalanche_multimedia said. Hope goes to plan, then last thing we want is to clear out all the debts to end up with an even bigger one you started with.
Oh, that's the elevator that keeps doing that. Okay.
Avalanche_multimedia said. I wish you luck.
Oh, he's having his tea again. Let's see if he'll talk to me.
Let me know if you need any assistance with the flyers.
004.
Thank you so much,
said,
my friend. I
no,
believe
that's
that this will be
exactly
a
the
great
plan,
boon for
because
my
the one
business.
larger one I will only be paying on one debt per month instead of multiple
not
debts.
often to see such
So it will make
kindness here in
things
New York.
easier, not harder.
All right, why is it still telling me to visit my rented room, though? Let's go talk to James. I love all the little side stories here, because most of these side stories are definitely stories that exist in the game.
Plus, getting the work done on SUV would take years without doing it this way, and I don't have years to get it done. 00 Core said, I have to have the SUV ready for when I get my daughter back.
I understand that.
00 Core
When you're dealing with a snake
said,
like Secret,
I have to have the SUV in safe condition when she returns.
that man has
I hear you, Zero,
no
and
respect for the business
I think that you're doing the right thing. I think you're getting your ducks in a row now, so that you're prepared for what you need to do next.
Security to keep his place safe. A lot of the independent merchants in Nar Shaddaa belong to a small merchants alliance. It's nothing formal. It's just a bunch of us getting together to air our grievances and watch each other's backs. Everyone has a choice. Some are simply more difficult than others. The only way to fight Nar Shaddaa security is if all the independent merchants unify and push back on these unreasonable rules. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy. I arrived in Nar Shaddaa, 20 years ago. I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend. Started working on the loading bay. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbas processing. And that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor. But we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say. Yes, of course. On behalf of Rosa and I, thank you. Just be careful when
The
you're
voice
dealing with
actor for him and Rosa are clearly older individuals.
Avalanche underscore multimedia said,
The first time I brought
yet
up
it
the
will, but
subject, we
there's
got
still
into a
things
huge
that
argument.
can go bad and
Sigurd
derail
said he
your
had every
plans.
intention
Trust
of
me,
paying
I'm
Nar
not
Shaddaa
saying you
security,
haven't got a
and that it was
sound
fine.
plan. Take it from
After
someone
that, I tried
recently
to speak to him a
clearing
few
his debts out to
He's
be
always been
debt-free
too
this year,
busy
but
to spend
thanks
the
to
time to
phone
sit down and
company
have a
that's
decent
now
conversation.
given me a new one
It's
into
obvious he has no
2026
intentions
with
of talking
Aqua
to me
polling credit card.
Yeah,
I honestly
it's
don't know what I did to make him so angry with me.
it's always best to plan for the best, but be prepared
everyone you know about
for
our
things that could go wrong. Because you never know what could go wrong. But I've been listening to Zero's plans, and he is actually planning very well what he's doing. He's taking it step by step, and I really do feel like he's got it all step by step planned out.
If you don't see what you need, feel free to ask. Welcome to
Avalanche
Seacart's
underscore
Outfitters.
multimedia
Everything you need to
said,
explore the galaxy.
so I'm
If I
saying,
don't
Zero,
have it,
you never
don't
know
need
what's
it.
round the corner.
I can promise you, I'm not just using hyperbole to get your business. I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers,
Avalanche
measuring
underscore
sales,
multimedia
and carefully adjusting my
said,
inventory to
I
cater
hear you,
to
Rob,
just
and
about
agree he
everyone.
has.
So take your time, look around, ask me questions. You won't be disappointed.
You're not going to like my next question.
00 Core said, you're preaching to the choir. If you know me well enough, you would know my favorite
Forgive
saying
me.
is
I
better
tend
safe
to
than
forget
sorry.
how annoying that can be. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical. You'd think that, right? Unfortunately, I'm barely scraping by.
Yeah, Zero's...
I learned eons ago to always expect the unexpected.
All day. You're here
Yeah,
to
Zero's got things
So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like
on
myself
lock,
and buy something?
and I know Tony's only hoping for the best for you too. So, you know, Tony just got stung recently, so he's a little jaded about plans for the best. So don't take any negativity the wrong way.
Avalanche underscore multimedia said, but even I have had and you've agreed with what I had planned, Rob, and look how mine's turned out, which is why I'm hoping for the best. 00 Core said,
Yes,
I know
I'm
he
aware
is.
of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Nar Shaddaa security, they can. But I need to protect my livelihood. You think I'm okay with it? I would like nothing more than to run my business free of Dexter's thieving. But
I really do like Siegfried.
if I don't pay Dexter, he'll make sure
He's
every
being
gang in the
robbed
city takes a
by
piece
a
of my
corrupt
stock.
security chief.
Avalanche underscore multimedia said, once I'm rid of 3
Well,
mobile,
maybe
life
she
won't
was
be
wrong.
perfect,
I
but it'd
tried
be well
to be
better.
a good man, but in Nar Shaddaa, good men starve.
00 Core said,
and why is that?
In fact, that motto, better safe than sorry, is why I got myself a full-size tire to replace my donut that was stolen with.
Rosa said that? I remember when her and James first started. They were very green. It was a different time. Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexla his safety assurance fee.
Said.
And tell
Cause I would rather have a spare that will get me where I'm trying to go than one I have travel at low speed on and limp to the next gas station.
You can't stand up to Nar Shaddaa security on an empty stomach.
I really feel like Seacart's being robbed by corrupt cops. And he's not a bad man.
Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk.
I love that outfit.
Hey there. We're fully stocked and ready to sell. Well, I'll be. And all you had to do was talk to him? Meanwhile, I was so damn stubborn, I made this whole thing harder than it had to be.
Said,
even you almost went blind.
Just need to get 3 VIEWRS and apply for affiliate Rob. 00 core.
Wandering around that storage vat helpless.
Also, Tony, I have seen my mother deal with bad situations with her mortgage and loans, so I'm aware to be leery and careful.
I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start.
Now, James, I don't want you to get upset. Administrator Reagan.
Oh, yeah? His Majesty decided to come down from his throne and walk amongst us peasants?
It doesn't say stealing if I take this.
Wanted to personally thank us for our contributions to the city and hopes for our continued support.
Our contributions? Those taxes we pay are a sham, so he can line his ivory trade tower with another layer of gold. These are sick. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they even knew what planet they were on.
They're just kids having fun.
Avalanche_multimedia.
Don't kid yourself, Rosa.
Said,
Spice isn't fun.
just looking
It's a
out for
poison,
you, Zero,
and it needs
like
to be
I've
taken
always
off the
have never
streets.
gave up on yet.
Okay. If I'm... Come on. Get me hidden. Come on. Let me be hidden. Let me be hidden. Alright. Advanced Nomad Armor. My inventory says 592, 608, 600.
Said. Also, this will by my first time ever taking out a loan. My debt to my mother is not the same.
It's a little
Plus, I have
higher.
a credit score of 736. So
But
I'm
if I
hoping to
take
get a
it
good
right
deal.
now, I could get in
But
trouble.
Since it's my first loan, I'm taking my mother in case I need a cosigner.
By the time I actually got to see it, it would have been stealing. But this, see, this doesn't say stealing. See, this says stealing? It's got the red thing on it. No red thing on it. Just wondering if you could look into
Avalanche_multimedia. Said. Wow, wish I had a score that high. I'm 396 out 1096.
Alright, let's see what I've got left for... Why does it want me to visit my rented room still? I'm very confused about why it wants me to visit my rented room.
Zero Core said, my credit score is high because I have never taken out loans or owned credit cards to build up a debt with. 00 Core.
This is my room,
said,
right?
I have always used bank card or cash.
I know what it wants me to do. It wants me to sleep 3 days so I can talk
Avalanche_multimedia.
Talk to the lady.
Aqua was helping me fix credit score frauds debts dealt me plus when I had gizmo stolen also.
Yeah, those things are benefits, but there's a point where you get a negative from not having credit, not having loans, not having credit cards. So yes, you had an advantage to a degree. But your credit score is somewhat capped
00 Core.
From not having used credit.
Also not sure if it's available where you live, Tony, but check out Extra. It's a secured credit card that will not let you spend money you don't already have in the bank, but every purchase helps to increase your credit score. 00 Core.
That's 3,
said,
so 12 would be 3.
Because each purchase is a micro loan, they take the money from your bank the next day. Odd Noble said, I've been working on my credit score since I was 18 LOL. 00 Core said,
in most cases,
thus you build your credit score with it. It helped me raise my score a good bit actually.
In most cases, when you want to build credit, what you want to do is you want to borrow, even if it's borrowing against your own money.
Said, it's 3 that's caused damage to that now having to borrow to keep getting rid of charges they made excuses for.
I hear you, Tony. I do. I hear you. And in my expert opinion, and I was an Army finance specialist for 1.5 years, I do believe that they made a financial agreement with you and then voided it.
00 Core said, yes Rob, that is what the extra card is. You are borrowing against money in your account for 1 to 2 days before they collect. 00 Core said, thus it's micro loans that help you build your credit. Avalanche_multimedia said, they now hold that card 0 cause went over limit.
Yeah, in Tony's case, I believe that 3 Mobile made a financial agreement with him,
said,
knowing
I
that
took out a lot of loans from
they were going
$6,000
to change the criteria.
and paid it back early anytime I could. Avalanche_multimedia said, because of 3. Odd Noble said, that helped my credit a lot.
Yeah, if you can, taking out small personal loans and paying them off early definitely is a way to go.
I'm afraid I'm not in the best of spirits right now, but I'll try and help. Hello. I'm sorry if I sound rude, but would you mind coming back later? We're actually closed right now. just forget to pull down the shutters.
Avalanche_multimedia.
Oh, you're
said,
so kind.
I'll check that out, Zero.
I really appreciate what you're trying to do, but I don't feel strong enough.
Tony, when you do look into it, if it's not available in your country, research it anyway and see if there's a similar thing in
yes, it does help. So does microloaning, like the extra secured card. It lets you purchase things based on the money in your bank as a microloan that they then collect on the next day. Marty said,
I'm afraid
good
not,
and happy
but
Friday, Rob
come back
and
tomorrow,
chat.
And perhaps I'll be strong enough to speak to you. Right now, I can't.
Marty said, she looks like a character on Starfield.
Marty, that's because she is a character on Starfield.
Yo Marty. Odd Noble said, Avalanche_multimedia.
However,
said, but with pay-raise this month I'll have a bit more funds a month to pay stuff off fast at.
This is a full conversion mod for Starfield.
Marty said, hi Zero, Noble.
And welcome aboard, Marty.
Odd Noble said, I can't believe my credit score is 801. Not to brag at all, seriously. 00 Core said, I agree with Rob. Tony, if extra isn't available in your area, research if any similar companies exist in your area for sure. 00 Core said, nice. Odd, mine is 736.
Yeah, unfortunately, the military or the government has lost my personal information so many times. It is a miracle that I have a credit score.
Marty said, sorry, can't stay. Supper, then I have to pick up my ladies at the train station. Hope everyone has a great weekend.
Marty, never keep the ladies waiting,
said,
so I understand.
Hell's yet at 0.
But yeah,
Avalanche_multimedia said, I'm not jumping for 9070 though. It'll be like Rob sticking to one GPU card when we rid the system of the gremlins. 00 Core said, have a great weekend, Marty.
Yeah, even though I'm still in an AM4, I think the AM4 is a good
Are you here
socket.
To book a room? Maybe after you've rented a room for a few nights, I
said,
might let you in on my
the
secret.
reason I'm planning to get the 9070 XT is because my 6700 XT died. I'm actually replacing a card, not upgrading.
Yeah, Zero's
_multimedia said, which one change board think got a bad board.
Yeah, but since I've got a good AM4 board, and currently the CPU that I've targeted is less than $200. I'm likely to get the performance upgrade that I'm looking for out of that CPU upgrade and still get a couple of years out of this computer.
7600 XT ATM 0 really would have like 7900 just been out of price range. 00 Core said. Rob, in your case you have plenty of CPU upgrade options left on your board.
Yes. Hello. Oh, there you are. I'm feeling a bit better today.
Well, I'm looking at the 7800 X3D,
Thing is,
which is really the fastest CPU left that works on this board.
He supposedly had a heart attack and fell from the upper platform. Of course, that's the official word from Neon Security. I'm not so sure they're telling me the
00
truth.
Core said. Also, I would go with the 7900 XTX, but it's actually more expensive right now than the 9070 XT.
You're damn right I do. How that security officer could stand there and tell me
00
Thomas
Core
died of a heart attack.
said.
Well, it's
So I
damn
settled on the
lie is what it is.
9070 XT plus
I'm
the
sorry, this is my
9070 also has 128 AI cores.
That's a good idea,
00 Core
Conspiracy theories.
said.
Please forgive me.
So it's future ready. Avalanche_multimedia said. What I just said, but yeah.
You're the first person in this awful, awful city that's reached out to help me. Thank you. The truth is all I've ever wanted.
And that's all I want you to find out.
Be with Neon Security's witness, Tevin Anastas, that pompous ass over at the Emporium in Neon. Just please be very careful. I don't want to end up with 2 murders on my conscience.
Don't worry, I'll only murder him after he's talked to me.
00 Core said. Yet I have no clue why people still ask for so much for the 7900 XTX. It's insane what they want for those cards.
He's a horribly overbearing.
They want that much because they're so useful as mining cards.
The strange thing is,
Avalanche_multimedia
with him in person.
said.
Why, he'd be
Question Rob
involved in Thomas's death
B450
is
right, how can
absolutely
that
beyond
take
me.
7000 series?
Because the 7000 series has both AM4 and AM5 in it.
00 Core said. It can't.
Goodbye.
Avalanche_multimedia said. Cos B550, I'm limited to 5950X. Core said. 7000 series used a new socket type AM5. 00 Core said. It's LAN grid instead of pin grid.
The Ryzen 7
I don't think this day could get any better.
Rather be doing this.
CPU that I just
said.
5800
might be limited just as I.
The Ryzen 7 5800 X3D is an AM4 CPU.
Same thing, Rob.
The Ryzen 7 5800 X3D is a Ryzen 4 CPU. It's an AM4 CPU. It's not an AM5.
The highest quality. I'm not telling you a
00
thing.
Core
I've already
said.
reported what I saw to security.
Rob, Ryzen 7 is not the
Stop
same
wasting
as
my time and
7000
leave.
series.
Your presence is bad for business.
I think that we're
00
getting
Core
into
said. Tony said 7000 series, not Ryzen 7.
right, and because
Avalanche_multimedia
we're throwing numbers back and forth.
5800. I thought I heard you say 7800.
No, I said Ryzen 7 5800.
00 core.
Are there
said.
any civilized souls in
Okay,
this
that
damn
makes more
city?
sense.
Fine.
Avalanche
I'll tell you what I know. But
_multimedia
let's try to make this quick.
said. My
I saw
bad.
it happen. Thomas was murdered and thrown into the lower levels. Afterwards, I foolishly reported the incident to security. For my efforts, I was rewarded with a blaster to my head.
This shirt that this guy's wearing,
00
I have virtually the same shirt in
'Cause
black.
I was thinking like Tony, I thought you said the 7800 as well.
I might have slipped up and said 7800, but I definitely was thinking 5800 X3D. Is there a 7800 X3D?
.00 core said. Yes. Avalanche _multimedia.
That's probably why we're at cross purposes. No, the Ryzen 7 5800 X3D.
Avalanche _multimedia.
It was hard to hear
said.
over the commotion.
9800
but I'm sure I heard Thomas call his
X3D2
attacker Russell
00
and
core
Rusty a few times.
said.
From what
The
I could gather,
7800
the attacker was after
X3D is
credits,
second
and
only
Thomas
to the
refused to give him
9950
any.
X3D.
After that,
00 core
Thomas took a fall.
said. Not joking.
God, no. I've seen him around here and there, but if he ever were to come into my shop, I tell him to leave immediately. In fact, I would never even talk to someone like him. I have no business
00
dealing with
core
petty criminals or spice
said.
addicts.
Believe it or not, the
Where else would someone
9950
like him be,
X3D is faster
He
than the
stays at the
smaller
sneak crates near
9800
Madame Sauvage's
X3D.
place.
Avalanche
In any case, when you confront him,
_multimedia
my name cannot be mentioned.
said.
I very much
Wow,
dislike
didn't know
sharing
one
Thomas's
after that
gory
one
fate.
too.
And with that,
00
I must
core
insist you leave me in peace.
said.
That
It's
is,
the
of
reverse
course,
of previous
unless you'd
Ryzen
like to make a
generations, this
hefty
time for
purchase.
9000 series CPUs.
Why am I carrying this thing? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. It's heavy as fuck. Where's my arms dealer guy? He'll buy that shit.
Avalanche _multimedia said. Yeah, but affordable for once.
No, the 5800 X3D is actually relatively affordable, sub $200, and in the AM4 socket is the fastest gaming CPU available. I really can't complain with not having to upgrade my motherboard and having that option available.
Thanks for helping me clean up sticks. He may look ungrateful, but he appreciates it. I've got more than you can handle.
.00 core said. Yes, unless you want to do more like video rendering / encoding / streaming, then your best option is actually the 5900X or 5950X. 00 core said. But for what you do, Rob, you don't really need that much per se.
Yeah, with with the way I do my streaming, it's...
No one understands.
We're not going to see a loss in my streams.
Avalanche_multimedia said, 5950X is what I have.
The 5950X is an excellent processor.
00 Core said, same here 5950X.
I'm definitely going to have to either repair or replace one of my 40mm fans. It's intermittent right now. I have music turned off, and it's...
Hey, buddy, why don't you throw a few credits my way, huh?
And it's
Help a
running.
guy out, yeah? End up in the ocean? What the hell are you... Wait, no. He told me that everything was taken care of. No one would know. Listen, you gotta hear me out. I never meant to do anything. It was an accident. I got in a fight with Thomas. I asked him for some credits, but the bastard wouldn't give me anything. Things got out of hand. He ended up falling off the upper platform. It was an accident, I swear. Then I called my buddy in security and told him what happened. He took care of everything after that. Hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm a lot of things, but
Avalanche_multimedia
Listen,
said,
I messed up, I know that.
Zero any
But nothing can
ideas
change
why
what's
a
already done.
client's
Just let me
clone
go
of
and
a
I'll disappear
SSD
forever.
drive will boot
No
up
one
in
will
the
ever see me
system
again.
it's
No one even
cloned
needs to
from
know I'm
but
alive.
won't
Just
when put into Dell
Come on, just let me
Optiplex
go.
3020. 00 Core said, but I don't really on Windows to segregate processes to a single CCD. I do it manually, so I am always getting
You don't need to worry.
5800X
No one will ever
level
see me
gaming
again. I
plus the
swear.
workhorse abilities of all 16 cores. I optimize games on CCD 0 and compute tasks on CCD 1. 00 Core said, what type of drive?
Thomas,
00 Core
I need to know
said,
the truth.
the only thing I can think of is that the Dell doesn't
Please,
support
tell me
UEFI, so
everything
isn't
you know.
seeing the disk that
I
is
want to
likely in
hear it all.
GPT, which cannot be read by older BIOS. Avalanche_multimedia said, 500 GB
I just
Crucial
knew
BX
that I was being
500.
fed lies. Nothing added up right from the start. Neon security. How can they sleep at night and act like my husband's life wasn't worth anything? My husband's killer. Did you find him? What happened to him? Rusty. I believe he was one of the Genodyne workers that would come around and cause trouble. Steal things, vandalize, or the like. They were a rowdy bunch. My husband usually handled the troublemakers and became well acquainted with Rusty and his so-called friends. Vandalism and shoplifting is one thing, but murder? I just never thought things could go this far. So, what did you do with Rusty? Well, guess I don't much care for what you did
Zero
with him,
Zero Core.
as long as he paid
Said.
for what he did.
So it's Sada.
And about security.
Avalanche
Did you
underscore
find out which
multimedia.
officer is behind
Said.
the cover-up?
Her original drive is failing. She's done an OS clone to a new one. Avalanche underscore multimedia. Said.
Yes, you're
Sada.
right. It just boils my blood thinking about what they did. But I must say that I feel oddly vindicated just by knowing the truth. The uncertainty was constantly eating away at me. At least I can take solace knowing that justice was served, at least to some degree. I never would have figured out the truth without
Avalanche
you.
underscore
I have credits
multimedia.
for you here.
Said. The clone boots up just as original
Of
does.
course, I want to thank you
Zero
for
Zero
everything.
Core.
You're the
Said.
only person to show
I
me
would check to
kindness
see if
in
the
this
Dell
city.
has regular
You've
BIOS
helped
or
me out
UEFI
more than
because
you
an
can
old
know.
BIOS cannot
Now
read
that I know the
GPT
truth,
drives,
I
which is how
think I can
UEFI
start
systems
focusing
set
on
them up.
healing. Or trying
Avalanche
to, at
underscore
least.
multimedia.
Thank you.
Said.
From the bottom
But
of my
BIOS is showing drive there.
Yes, yes. Visit my rented room. Good gosh.
Avalanche underscore multimedia. Said. But it's saying device not connected. Zero Zero Core. Said. Oh okay, so it's showing in BIOS but not booting. Gonna have to ponder this one a bit.
What I don't sell ends up in trawl.
Oh, have I got I'm gonna post a video to my tech tab in the near
Avalanche
future.
underscore multimedia. Said. Scratched my head on it too. Zero Zero Core. Said. Is it being selected in boot options correctly?
I'm gonna post a device or a video in my tech tab from Dave's Garage. That I think you guys will find interesting. It's a device that allows basically tech support from anywhere in the world. Direct hands-on tech support. Even if the only thing you can do is power the unit on and you don't have access to anything but the power button.
Avalanche underscore multimedia. Said. I will message her tomorrow to check.
So if you've got the device, and I don't remember what Dave said it costs, but it was not expensive. You plug it in, and it's plugged into your computer, and then on the other side it's plugged into your router. And the person who you want to do your tech support is given the information from the display on the device. They can log in to the device remotely. And then they have system access to check your BIOS. They can check your system. They can do your Windows optimizations. The whole 9 yards. It's better than Windows Remote. And you get the advantage of it's only there when you physically put it in the loop. But it's complete access to the machine. It because, like, when you do remote access to let your Windows technician come in and monkey around inside your system, they can't do anything for you in board level systems. This device, they could update your BIOS if they wanted to. As long as you're on hand to push the power button when they need you to, it's full access.
00 Core said, that sounds like they just made it so you get out of bounds management like you would on a server, meaning if it's turned off you can even turn it on remotely, for instance, plus BIOS/UEFI access. This has been built into servers for eons.
They're working
00
on
Core.
they're working on
But it's new for client PCs.
they're working on the ability that you can plug it in the system and not even needing the power button, you'll be able to turn the PC on remotely too.
Technological leap. Then let biotech industries help you get there. Fill out an application.
00 Core said, yes, that's what I just said, Rob.
Once they get to the point where you don't need the physical body there to turn the computer on and off,
00
you'll have server access,
said,
remote server
so
access.
they are just adapting server tech to work for client tech.
Exactly. But the device, we're talking about a device that's this big, Zero. I mean, it's incredible how small this thing is. And like I said, it plugs into the network on one side and plugs into the computer on the other.
00 Core said, yes, I have seen them. Several companies are working on them actually.
Well, I've only seen the one that Dave's Garage reviewed, and I'm very picky about who I really trust because of people steering me wrong in the past.
If you're here to buy, I'm afraid we only sell direct to retailers. Again, look,
00
you can tell
Core
Mr. Okadibo that I'm
said,
doing everything I can.
is he listed as Dave's
Blood from a
Garage or
stone,
something
if you'll
else
pardon
on
the
YT?
expression.
Dave's Garage is his YouTube channel.
Oh my lord. You aren't here about Mr. Okadibo's debt to Kelkor. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over. My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. Sorry for the outburst. That's kind of you. This mess with Mr. Okadibo over at the Neon Mining League has really thrown me off my game. No. The least I can do after barking at you like some junkyard dog is giving you an explanation. Mr. Okadibo owes a substantial debt to Keltcor. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall.
00 Core said, I know him. I used to be subbed to him but
be
got
willing to
bored
help
of him
out.
after a while, giving him
awfully
another
kind
try
of you.
now.
He's got a lot of good information on Windows and subsystems, but his videos are very far afield. I mean, he's done a lot of videos about his restoration of his dad's Plymouth. So It's not a channel that's very consistent about what it's presenting.
Just because I work for a megacorp doesn't mean I don't have a heart. Saburo, Mr. Okadigbo, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, especially in this city. He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you? Oh, that'd be splendid. Just amazing. If you can get his debt off my conscience, I'd be grateful. It's been on my mind so much I've been keeping a diary. And don't worry about payment.
Core.
I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
Yet I
can't
knew as
always
soon
keep
as
that
I saw
promise.
his face who he was, but yeah, he got boring for me after a while before.
When he opened the shop, he outfitted it with equipment from our company. Spent a bundle of cash he didn't have. Obviously business hasn't been going well, because he's fallen way behind on his payments. Opening a mining business on a world almost entirely covered in ocean probably wasn't the most savvy of business plans. I suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system. But it's clearly backfired. A poor man. Because my father has a ridiculous sense of humor, and I can't stand the name Clover. I mean, seriously, Clover? Our family's Irish, for God's sake. I don't think he could have possibly been more on the nose with that name. Ha ha, very funny, Dad. Nice visiting with you.
Okay. So now I gotta go back and talk to the nice guy who set up the league.
00 Core said, "It's actually quite common for me to sub to someone who does one type of content, then they change content types and I unsub cause it's boring, etc." 00
First I'll
Core
go up and look for her
said,
diary.
"I do that quite often actually if a channel changes too much."
Queue for a cup of coffee right about now.
Sorry, I'm busy at the moment.
All right.
If you'll excuse me, I have a deadline to meet.
Now I go find him, convince him. To do the right thing.
I'm not gonna say this twice.
00 Core said, "But then I'm picky."
You good?
So glad you stopped by today. Oh, she did. Miss McKenna is very kind, but I cannot accept. It is my responsibility to pay the loan.
All right.
If I cannot, then what happens, happens.
No, you don't understand.
Really? Let me take a look. Oh, I did not know she felt this way. She is always so professional. I thought she did not like me. That is why I have sent proxies to negotiate my debt. And I like her. Oh, that came out wrong. What I meant to say was, I respect her business acumen. Look at me.
Just let her pay your debt and then take her to dinner, goddammit.
Service, and for that, I thank you. You can tell Miss McKenna, I mean Chloe, that I accept her offer. I do have feelings for her, and maybe now I will have the courage to tell her. I know they say never to mix business with pleasure, but there are always exceptions. It was good of you to stop by, my friend.
God damn, it's like pulling blood from a fucking stone. That guy's the reverse of Luke Skywalker's uncle, who decides he's gonna mine water on a desert planet.
Clover McKenna at your service. Lovely day for it. That's fantastic. I was worried he'd take it the wrong way, so I'm glad you were able to convince him. I'll arrange for the funds to be transferred immediately.
Said,
hopefully Father will forgive
"Oh,
the late fees.
Is this the
And
new GTA
if he
Tokyo?"
doesn't, I can only understand. In any case,
No,
thank you.
Patrick.
And here for your efforts. Something I can do for you, love.
Nope.
Tough city.
00 Core said, "Yo, Patrick, sup?"
I bet it defaulted to go back to your hotel room. But I'm going to go back to my hotel room because it's about that time. How did I know it said go back to your hotel room? Alright, folks. I'm going to thank you all for going out on this first adventure in Star Wars Genesis, where my young bounty hunter has earned a few bounties, killed a few scum, picked up a few credits.
00 Core said, "Have a great night, Rob."
I'll be back tomorrow night with Draco Invictus,
"Have a great night,
Fainter,
everyone."
and Alhoon Gaming for Phasmophobia. Until then, take care, everybody. Check in on friends and family. Make sure everybody's doing okay. I'm Rob. Thanks for gaming with RP.